Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Meg and I am a fully qualified yoga teacher, and today I'm going to be doing something very different to what I usually do. I'm usually teaching different yoga classes and yoga asana, but today I want to touch on something completely different. I guess it's still yoga, but just a completely different aspect of yoga. So recently I've been doing a lot of self-study, or Svadhyaya. My English accent does not do that word justice, but yes, basically this is part of your yoga study, and it's or part of your doing yoga, and it's all about self-study, self-reflection. And because I turned 26 this week, I think it's made me, the lead up to this birthday and kind of the past couple of weeks, it's something that I've started to bring more into my yoga practice. This little section of yoga, or this part of yoga, is something I've not really delved into all that much, but I kind of feel like into this next year, my 26th year, this is something that I want to start doing more of. And yeah, I just wanted to take a moment to reflect, to say thank you, to give gratitude, to kind of look back on the year and look forward to what this next year has got in store potentially for me, and just take a moment to settle down, be grateful, and just think about this year, because a lot has happened. This year is a year that I really didn't think it was going to end the way that it did at all, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean that when I look back at this time last year, I was struggling to make ends meet. I had just started a new job where I was basically earning less than minimum wage every single day, so that it enabled me to do this channel. And I felt like I was kind of gambling a little bit and throwing a lot of caution to the wind, and I'm not that sort of person at all. But I was really taking a risk by doing that. And this year was difficult. This year definitely had its challenges. I feel like it's flown by because it's probably been one of the most stressful years ever. But for the first time, if it's been stressful, it's been like down to me. It's not down to like other events happening in my life. Because like becoming monetized on this channel, that's all down to me. And like, that's how I felt. The harder I worked, the more that it kind of relied on me. And I also felt like if it didn't happen and if I didn't get monetized this year, I mean, it would mean that it would really set me back and I would find it so difficult. I'm not going to get into the ins and outs of how it all works, but basically the watch time hours on YouTube to become monetized, that's what I found so difficult. I found it so hard to get the 4,000 watch hours. And I was looking back, I was kind of looking at it and I was just like, I'm not going to make it. Like, there is no physical way. Like, I was looking at how much I was averaging every day and looking at how it was going. And I was sitting there before kind of like my year deadline, and I was like, it's actually physically not possible. I literally need a miracle to happen. And that miracle came. I don't even really know how it all happened, but it did. I was also asked to be part of the YouTube partner program about a month before, or I was offered it to not audition, but sign up for it and see if I would get it. And I didn't think I would get that. And I was really worried for such a long time that I wouldn't get that. And I was working so hard, like trying to bring out some piece of content every single day. And at that point, it was long form content. I think I will go back to doing more long form content every day. But you guys have to understand, living in this house, it has been a challenge to bring out my long form content, between having a puppy that likes to jump all over me whenever I'm trying to do yoga, let alone teach it and look professional. And then also the house that I'm living in, like setting up and having a space to actually do yoga. Like, I cannot stand up really in the space that I've got. So it's just been such a challenge and so tiring. And I just felt like for so long I was sitting there thinking, oh my God, I don't even know if this is all going to be worth it. Like, I felt like I was working so hard and earning absolutely nothing from it. And I was just like, oh my gosh, what if this isn't worth it? What if I don't become monetized? What if I don't get into the partner program? And I genuinely was at the point where I was just like, I need a miracle. I feel like it's not going to happen. I just did not see any of this happening, but it happened. And I'm kind of in disbelief about that still, even now. And I just want to like massively say thank you to every single person. I have already done a thank you video because I was just like so unprepared for it even to happen. But thank you to everybody this past year who has like supported, who's watched, who's liked, who's commented. It has honestly meant the absolute world to me. And then, and then I got into this partner program as well, which I just did not see happening. I just didn't think it was going to happen. So that was pretty crazy. And if that had been it for this year, I think that in itself would have been a lot. But because of how like my money situation was, and like I've been working so hard on YouTube, and don't get me wrong, I have saved for a house for a long, long time, but I just did not think like everybody talks about getting a house and how difficult it is. And I was like, oh, it's just never going to happen for me. And I felt a little bit stuck because I'm obviously trying to grow on this channel, but like having no space or no studio to record has been really challenging, but yet still trying to like bring out decent content and actually be able to like look professional and grow. So it's been really challenging. And then we kind of went for a mortgage meeting about 5-6 months ago now, and it was literally to go and to be like, oh, do I need to get a job basically, or am I okay to kind of carry on as I am, try and grow this channel, and just see where it leads. And yeah, we actually did get accepted for a mortgage, which I really wasn't expecting. And then we just found a house, and then we put an offer in and it got accepted. It's all just happened very quickly and surprisingly this past year. But I think this whole year, if it's taught me anything else, is that there is no such thing as anything actually being impossible. Because if you'd said to me 6-7 months ago, like at Christmas time, if you had said, oh yeah, you're going to be monetized and you're going to have got into the YouTube partner program and you're going to be getting your first house, I would have been like, it's not actually possible. Like I'd done the math. It wasn't possible. But yet here I am. I feel very baffled by this past year. I feel very humbled by it as well. And I do think like when something is meant for you, it's going to find you and it's going to happen. That all scared me. Yeah, when something is meant for you, it is going to find you and it's going to happen. But I do also think like the hard work and the dedication does make a huge, huge difference. So I feel so blessed for this past year. I've had so many highs. Obviously, there are a few lows, like Oakley, my puppy, when he had to have surgery. That was really hard. And yeah, we weren't sure how he was going to be, but he's fine. He's okay. He's recovered. He's bounced back. He's all good. And yeah, it's not been, and like I said, like with the stress of this channel, I feel like everything depended on this channel becoming monetized, because if it hadn't have become monetized this year, I would have probably had to have given the whole thing up and actually just got myself a proper job. Because there's only so much I can like pour my energy into something and not get anything back. And I'm not going to sit here and say like I get paid loads of money from doing YouTube, but the difference is now is that it is actually a start, and this year has actually like enabled me to begin that journey and actually grow from here. I'm not just pouring like hours and hours of time and effort into something that's given me nothing back at all. So yeah, I feel very blessed for this past year. I've definitely learned a lot about myself, and I think this next year, that's something I really want to focus on, is like really focusing on getting to know myself a bit better. And I really just want to stop stressing. That's like a massive thing. I think it's something I've always tried to do, but I haven't ever really managed to do it. Because there's always been something big happening in my life, always something that's going on. Whereas now I feel like, my job is kind of settling. I can only go forward from here. I've got my lovely new studio hopefully coming, and a house that I don't need to feel like we need to like rush out of. Like I have a lot of things to look forward to. Yeah, I feel like this year is a good year to kind of focus a little bit more on just not stressing about everything, not worrying about everything, and just actually trying to be a bit more rational and calm. I feel like I've already come a long way anyway, but it would be really nice to just, yeah, not be quite so much of an anxious and nervous person, which I guess I don't really show here on YouTube. But yeah, definitely at times I can be quite anxious. I can be quite, yeah, I worry a lot. I worry an awful lot about everything. I do think this next year is going to be hard. I don't think it's going to be an easy year because we're hopefully going to be renovating a new house. And I think like content wise, it's definitely not, I don't think it's going to be plain sailing, especially like up until Christmas, this next Christmas. But you never know, like I just feel like this year, if it's taught me anything, being 25, it's that you can plan, you can do the math, you can guess what's going to happen, but you really do not know what's going to happen. You really, really don't. You cannot plan for what is going to happen. And you literally are going to have to ride each day at a time and just do your best every day. Because I really did not think at all that I would be sitting here now doing this video and saying all of the stuff that it's happening or it's happened. Like, it's just, I know I keep going on about it, but it's just so, I need people to understand how baffled I am by this. I did not sit here a few months ago and go, yeah, I'll definitely be monetized, it'll all be fine. Yeah, I'll get a house, like it's easy, it's going to be fine. Like, I was constantly wishful thinking, but I really didn't think it was actually going to happen. And yet here I am. And this birthday week has been absolutely amazing so far. I've spent so much time with family, and that's something that I want to start prioritizing more. I was in a spa for a while. Hello. What do you want? Cuddles? I've still got a couple of things. I have really dragged this birthday out, like 100%, but I've made memories with my family. And I went and spent a spa day, which was amazing. I had like no phone and just me and my other half just drifting around each spa, each room. It was so good. If I could recommend this spa, I literally cannot recommend it enough. It was Woburn Forest, their Aquasana. It's the second time I've been, and both times have been amazing. Yesterday I went out for lunch and walked Oakley, and yeah, today the sun is shining. I'm kind of back at work, but you know, I love what I do now, so it doesn't really matter. And tomorrow I'm going out with one of my best girlfriends, so I am definitely dragging this birthday out, but I have loved it so much. This birthday has been amazing. And I'm thinking of starting like a little playlist about self-study and about like how you guys can bring more self-study into your yoga practice, because it is a big part of your yoga practice. It's part of your journey, it's part of growing. Yoga is not just like physical movement. There is so much more to that, and self-study is kind of a big part of it. One of the most important things in yoga is that you're kind of becoming the best version of yourself, physically, mentally, spiritually. And so self-study is really, really important. And I think that's why I wanted to just like, why I've started dipping my toe in the water for myself for the past sort of few weeks and like the lead up to my birthday. But now that I'm here, I think it's something that I want to sort of talk more about and teach you guys how to do more of, because it is an important part and it will help to advance the rest of your practice as well. And it's about bringing yoga a little bit more off of the mat and starting to bring it more into your daily life and your daily routine, and yeah, just becoming the best version of yourself that you can be. So this is like my first video on self-study, and yeah, I have a lot of growing and a lot of things I need to work on this year myself. And there's a lot of different activities and like little learning things that I want to learn and research and do to help build this aspect of yoga and kind of build my confidence in teaching this part as well, because it's all very well like talking about self-study with myself, but it's very difficult then trying to teach that to other people as well. So there's a lot that I want to bring from in this sort of section of yoga. 26, here I come. It's going to be a good year, I think, and I cannot wait to share the ride with all of you guys. And like I said, thank you all so much for your love, your support, your continuous love and support on my channel, and just making me feel like you actually want to learn yoga from me, because without all of you lot, this channel wouldn't exist. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be able to celebrate. So thank you all so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that you have enjoyed this little episode, and I also hope it kind of inspires you to start delving into self-study with you. Just have like a little reflection. You can do it daily. You can do it like I'm doing, like I'm thinking yearly right now. But every day when I sit down and do like my self-study, it tends to be like in that moment, bringing up, looking at thoughts and feelings, looking at different ways that I've reacted to different situations. It's not about necessarily dwelling on the past at all. It's about learning, and like just it's about learning yourself, really, like what triggers you and how you wish you'd behaved in different scenarios so you can be better next time. And just like checking in with yourself. It's a really important thing to do. It's a really good thing to have a good relationship with yourself. And I wish I'd realized this when I was a lot younger, but I guess now it's better to do it now than never. So yeah, let's all learn some self-study together. And I'm so excited to share some different thoughts, some different ideas. And yeah, you guys can hopefully learn, grow, and enjoy this little section with me. I am so grateful to every single one of you who has been here, whether you've been here from this video or right from the start. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much for always being here, for always liking, commenting, subscribing, for just like genuinely being there for me. It means so, so much. I hope you have a fantastic rest of the day, and I look forward to having a chat or learning yoga with you again soon. Thanks. Bye.